All right, grasshoppers, it is that time of the week, Monday morning. I know we've missed a few shows lately. The world has not been the same.
It's all messed
You
up.
know, I think that's what it was. You know what else? Though they found those papers in Biden's place,
Yeah.
so they were looking for this show. They couldn't
Couldn't
find the
find it.
show. Yeah.
No.
So then they looked around his place and found these classified
We were in
documents.
the glove compartment of the vet.
Why? Not just him. Like Trump did the same thing too. Why would a politician
Listen.
bring classified documents home?
So,
Just
from what I've learned, and this is all recent education,
Right.
there's currently like, I don't know, in the order of so many millions.
Yeah.
Apparently in Washington, they classify everything, including the dinner menu.
Right.
But then there's classification that are top secret. That's a little different, like the
Right.
nuclear code and things of that nature. But I don't know. I without getting it, you and I never really delve into the politics here because
I know.
everybody has their own
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just here to tell you that we're in general, whether it's Republican, whether it's Trump, whether it's Biden, what a mess.
Yeah,
What a
why?
friggin'
Like,
mess.
yeah, like it kind of shows either
Yeah.
either stupidity or arrogance that they think
Arrogance.
they can do it. Yeah.
You hit it on the head. It's 100% arrogance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Ira Matthews. So we got a big weekend. So yesterday we had the Ranger Islander
Yeah.
alumni game, and Mr. Ira Matthews was there. Brought me a gift, nice bottle of Grey Goose vodka,
It's beautiful.
and he's always joking around about diet and everything. So he gave me a box of M&Ms too. I'm sorry, Ira, they will not. I'll give them away. I won't give them away. So we had a great weekend. The Rangers did a great job on Saturday afternoon. They had open practice at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Had I think close to 7,000 people
I
there. It
saw
was good.
that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Some odd people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. And then yesterday we had the alumni game. It was funny. So we are alumni guys. So it was me at 64, Brian Mullins, early 60s, Duguay is 66 or something. And even Stefan Matteau. I mean, he hasn't played in a while, and we're having fun. Kovalev was unbelievable. He played.
Still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo Viennas. Was it Boo Viennas? Remember him? He played a little bit. I think. He
Oh
played
yeah. A couple,
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
A Connecticut kid, isn't he from Connecticut?
He's upstate New York, very
Yeah,
close
yeah,
upstate New York.
yeah.
Yep. He's actually got an interesting company going called Total Hockey, where they teach kids too. We're going to do a podcast with him. Aaron Veros was there too, and he's done pretty well in life. And I guess his fiance is very wealthy too. So he's got that air too. He's a great guy,
Yeah.
but like the lifestyles of the rich and famous kind of thing. So I
Right.
called him. I can't remember who's the guy, the host of Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous.
So I used to call that show "Places and Things You'll Never See or Do."
Right.
What was his name?
Ralph
I know
something?
you.
Oh,
Nah, it's a British group. Robin
yeah.
Leach.
Robin Leach, yes, right.
Yeah.
So I started calling Veros Robin Leach yesterday. He didn't know how to. Because we don't know each other that well. He didn't know how to take it. Like, what's this idiot doing? Adam Graves was there as well. So the Islander team, Robin Leach, yes, thanks, Ira, that's right. So the Islander team had like Pierre Turgeon and all these guys, Martinac, and all these guys that have just played like in the last 10 years or something.
Yeah.
So they thought it was the Stanley Cup Finals. They were up.
Oh,
they were up on us like 8-0. They were tic tac toeing it all over the place. We're sitting on the bench going, guys, it's an alumni game. For God's sake. I didn't know that. There's a little scoop here from Danny Erickson. He missed their information. Veros had a fling with Lindsay Lohan. Did he really? Oh, okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Hasn't she had a fling with a lot of people?
Well, I tell you, I had a pro fight. One of the guys I trained, Elvin Sanchez, and we fought on Long Island in that castle that like there's a lot of big weddings there and stuff. It's
I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's at a park or something, isn't it?
Well, it had been a private residence. It became a park. I don't know what it is
Right.
now, but like
Yep.
you have weddings there. It's tremendous. I think they film like the Gatsby there. Like when we're pulling up, I go, "What? This? We're fighting tonight?" But yeah, it was a fundraiser for juvenile diabetes.
Oh,
So they had the main dining area. They set up the ring, and tickets were like $500 a whack or something.
right.
But as I'm walking my fighter into the fight, there was a bar on the left, and
Right.
this kid Elvin was jacked, like,
Right.
and a good-looking guy, right, Spanish kid. And walking him in, and at the bar, I recognized Lindsay Lohan because it's Long Island. Lindsay Lohan's mother at one end of the bar with her gaggle of cougars.
Sure.
And then at the other end was her father with a bunch of 18-year, 19-year-old girls, right? But I looked at the women, and they saw Elvin. I said, listen, dude, if you survive this fight, which we're going to win, we're going to go out the other side because you're never going to survive this group of women that's about to attack you.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So that was a fun day yesterday. They let us come back. I think they finally realized we get a little carried away. It was funny because they're slinging the puck all over and we're laughing at them.
Who was in that? Just some.
For us, we had this guy. Flanagan is his last name. I can't remember his first name. Funny guy. Jack Flanagan. Yeah, he just retired. He actually works for the Ronald McDonald House.
Oh, cool.
Real good cause, yeah. So we do
Yeah.
the Skate with the Greats. That's where the donations go. So we do that
Right,
again.
right.
A couple of months. We've got that going at Chelsea Piers. So good guys. And they
Yeah.
have other guys from Northwell Health sponsorship.
Right.
So they have some of their employees, the select employees. I think they pay to get in there. So they do a really good job. It was a fun event.
And we had a charity game Friday night against Newark Fire Department.
I saw that online. Yeah, good
It was
job.
tremendous. It was a great game. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of newer guys that are in the program now. It was their first game, and one guy, if he said once, said a million times, Mark, I had so much fun out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was getting shot by the poison dart and going down for no reason, but it's not about the hockey. It's just about having a great time.
That is true. The guys that pay to come in, the interaction with the players, like we're all busting each other's chops and all that kind of stuff. And I've from coaching, I have a whistle on my glove, one of those coaching whistles. So whenever they would get a breakaway, I'd be blowing the whistle. So for stuff like that, we do that all the time. So we don't make this big deal. But for guys that never interact with it in that kind of way, it's kind of funny. See their
I mean, we had a great game, and Newark Fire Department, we played them once a year, sometimes twice a year. And what a tremendous group of men. I mean, they're just really cool group. And, Joe Palermo, who's a good friend of mine, who was an Army Ranger, led the 22 push-up before we dropped the puck.
Right.
And then he did it his style. He goes, we'll do 22, and then we do 23rd for the airman. I'm sorry, the Army Ranger in the sky, and then for all first responders.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, Barry, I was trying to look mean. I had the game face on. Hold on one sec. Barry made a comment here. I had the game face. Yeah, a little stubble going there, game face.
So Barry Shelley has gone to incredible, amazing lengths in preparation of our Winter Classic game, Tom.
Right.
And you know what's so great about it? Our guys are going to feel like NHL players when they get up there. Because Barry's gone ahead, got cards made, and banners.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, he's good at that stuff.
For the team to sign, and it's amazing. It's gonna. We are so looking forward to it. It's gonna be a tremendous event.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What's Christine Brown? What's with the duck? Oh, the duck above your head.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not really sure, Christine. Flew in there and it just stuck there and it hasn't moved. And hopefully.
That's good.
Poop on my head.
I didn't notice that. That's good eye there, Christine. Yeah. Met Christine Brown on Saturday at Madison Square Garden. Came by and got her picture taken with Ron Greshner and myself.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had it was a blast there. The Rangers do a fantastic job in the community. We've had open practices before when I played, but it was always at Ride Playland.
Yeah.
So they opened up Madison Square Garden. It was fun. And then after they practiced, we went on with a couple of groups of people, season ticket holders, came out on the ice and skated for about half an hour each.
So did I tell you my story? As a kid, a younger kid, he's probably only 20-some years old, and he's been training with me in the Filipino martial arts. And his dad, when he was, I think, like 4 or 5, took him to an open practice at Rye.
Oh, okay.
And somebody took a clapper and went over and it pinged him right in the head.
Oh, the kid?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah. And it was someone we know. Who the heck was it? I'm trying to remember now, recall.
The player? So the player?
Yeah. It'll come to me in a minute, but it's pretty funny.
I tell you, they put that big mesh up, at Madison Square Garden, like all the rinks now, behind the net. And I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner. I mean, because in warm-ups, you get 25, 30 pucks out there, and guys are zinging them off the crossbar and everything. Didn't the girl got killed at a game? It was Columbus or Minnesota? It was Columbus, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong.
Right.
Columbus. Yeah. And that's what started the whole net.
Yeah. Rumor had to leave that was going to be a healthy scratch and risk converting. It's funny. So we have 2-minute 25 running time minute periods. So I played a lot in the first period. So Matto and I were pretty funny. He said, we've had enough. We're retired. So we just sat there all the time. It was good because Kasparaitis and he's playing defense. He had traded him to our team, and then Kovalev, he didn't want to come off the ice either. So we just let them play the whole time, and so it's kind of funny. Anyway, it's fun. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, those are fun games.
Yeah. So my truck is broken down, and it takes 2 to 3 weeks to order the.
What was it?
So the fuel pump went on it, and there was no lights that came on to warn me about the fuel pipe being gone. Right. I guess because it was a 2013, so I think it was in the last 5 years the lights go on. Somebody explained it all to me. So bottom line, my engine was not getting any oil, so I need a new engine. So you have $9,000 engine. But it takes 2 to 3 weeks to order it. It's a refurbished engine, so get a warranty on it. So I'm without a vehicle. So I had been walking to my gym, which was pretty good at first.
Yeah.
It's like about a 40-minute walk to get to the gym,
Yeah.
and then there's a 40-minute home. And I was like, by the time I got to go back and forth, there's some decent hills there. Well, hills. It's kind of one of those long hills, you know.
Yeah.
So we've got a gym in our complex, our condominium complex. It's more like a hotel gym, you know, with the universal and some free weights, a lot of treadmills and stuff. So I've started working out there. So I've had, it's good though, because you get to, you have to adapt your workout a little bit more. You can't just do the same stuff. So it's actually been good. Yeah.
So this morning, I figured, you know what? Let's see. I want to get 6 sets of 6 pull-ups as fast as I can. And I did it in 1:52.
Really?
So
6 sets?
Wow. Yeah, 6 sets of 6. So you think about it, like in less than 2 minutes, I pretty much completed a workout.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
In full transparency, Tom, last week, went for a hike.
Right.
And I went for a hike, and I went for a hike, and I went for a hike. And about 3 hours into my hike, because I took this new trail and landed like a town over.
Oh. Almost
2 towns over. And I knew to get back, I'd have to go back up over the kind of hill, mountain, whatever. Right. And I know I'm looking at the sun, and I don't think I have enough sunlight left.
Oh, is that right? Was you Uber? No? Oh, he called me.
Yeah.
She's laughing at you?
Still is, actually.
Yeah, still is. That's funny.
So when I grabbed Joe, Joe Palermo, when he dropped the puck for the game the other night, and I pulled him outside on the bench because he's an Army Ranger. Joe, can you teach me land nav? So we're all meeting Sunday, a bunch of us, Billy Brown and everybody. We're going to go for a hike.
Go.
Yeah.
So I have somebody, a meeting today at 1:00. This young lady, Rachel Valarelli, she played goalie at box lacrosse up at UMass. Or I don't know, I think it wasn't box lacrosse, but she now there's a new box lacrosse league called the Professional Box Lacrosse Association.
Women, obviously.
It's in a whole bunch of different towns. In Trenton.
But is it a women's league or men's league?
No, it's a men's league. But
okay.
she's playing in the men's league.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, she wants me to represent her, be her
cool.
agent, management. Yeah. It's very cool because I looked it up. There's been very few females that have played in a men's professional league in any sport.
And what position does she play?
She's goalie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she's lacrosse's Mano Rayon.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. But this is a full-time position. It isn't just one game she's played. She's with the team for the year.
Very cool.
And they really want to promote the fact they're smart. They want to promote her, that she's good at playing league. So I think it's a really interesting project to get involved in. Yeah, good stuff. Be good. So we're going to meet for the first time today. We talked on the phone a couple times, and so looking forward to it.
So would you play UMass Amherst? Or
I think UMass Amherst. Yes. Yeah. She's good. She's got great personality. She's really
With that school in mind, how did that kid out of Colorado? How did he end up playing there? How did he slip through the cracks?
Who's that?
McCarr.
Cam McCarr.
Yeah, I know. UMass Amherst.
I know. Yeah, they were saying like even he was playing like tier 2 junior.
Well, that's why
it happens. Yeah. You look back, like it's funny. We've been doing those podcasts. We talked about the full change with Richie Pilon. There's somebody else we just had on too. Same thing. They never Darren Langdon, even more of a tough guy, but they never played major junior hockey, nor did they play college hockey. Now that's a while ago, but still, players is still that's the thing.
Guys still slip through.
And other players who were supposed to be great players don't turn out to be players at all. Right? Look at Lafreniere right now. I don't know what's going to happen with him, but he looks like he's uninterested, to be honest with you. That's
I don't know. Scary. I mean, last year you saw spurts of like some real.
Yeah, and especially in the playoffs. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then this year, there's something not right.
Yeah, I know. It's like he really is like disinterested. It seems.
Is it between he and Gallant, maybe?
Yeah, well, Gallant benched him in that one game, right? He was a healthy scratch that one game. I guess I think I don't know this. I'm assuming it's to kind of send a message, like wake up a little bit, but yeah. Listen, he's probably used to being the number one guy on every team he ever played on, right? Yeah. So now he's not.
That's why it's always in my mind. What do I know? But I don't think it's a bad thing to let a guy play in the American League for a little bit.
Yeah. No question. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't tell you this one too. Now, so we don't know if this is going to happen or not. But I was approached by a gentleman yesterday at the alumni game to go over to Latvia for a week and represent the United States to try to show so it's kind of teaching a hockey camp, but also show the kids over there that the U.S. people are not all these bad people like they hear about all the time. So I'm going to be and then if it happens again, I don't know the exact details, but there's I'll be like some kind of ambassador to Latvia or something like that, like these ambassador of sport. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought? I guess you know what I need to do? I need to get some confidential documents to store them in my house.
Well, so Ted and I got popped Friday night. They went through our hockey bags and they found a bunch of classified documents.
Oh, you imagine me a diplomat? Oh God.
So Latvia, who do I know from?
Yeah, there's got to be some players, right? Who's
I
Latvia?
think wasn't Ulanov from Latvia? I know there's a couple kids, guys on the team when I was there. I think
Who's that little? There's a little goaltender that I thought was Latvian too. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. He played for Carolina, I think.
Yes, yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Arturs
Urbe. Yeah, thank you, Billy Contradidiac. Where were you? Where you been?
Man, that dude's on point. Let me tell you.
He has that. Just showed up a little late though. That's we usually start this at 11:30, so technically he's not late.
Yeah, exactly.
We're early.
Yeah,
we're
early today.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Urbe, be a good guy to go
Arturs
over.
Urbe.
And I think isn't Ozilic? Was he Latvian?
He maybe was, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, this is funny. Oh, Christ Thomas, our ambassador.
There may be an international incident, William.
Oh, so these little kids are playing in between periods. I got one goal to be the goalie, and Stefan Matteau got another goal. So, of course, when they're coming down, you got to let them score.
Sure.
But our team, the other team, had scored 2 on me. Our team hasn't scored a goal yet. And there's like 30 seconds left in the game. So this one kid came in on me, and I just turned my foot. It wasn't like I made a big play on it, but I stopped.
Right.
Fuck, the crowd started booing me because I
Sure. Well, what's even worse, I won't name names. You can do the math, but I had a guy who was playing for Pittsburgh at the time, and we're skating here in Montclair in the summer. And then the rink director said, "Hey," the hockey director said, "Hey, do you think you could go on and just talk to the kids at camp for a minute?" And so I said, "I'll ask him." He said, "Yeah, no problem." So get out there, and these are like 8, 9, 10-year-old kids. First of all, every other word, right, was F. And I'm like, oh my God. Then he starts ripping, just full on snapshots at like an 8-year-old kid in the net. Oh. And I'm like, I got to get this guy off the ice.
Oh.
I'm like, what are you doing? I'll tell you later who it is, and it'll make sense to you.
Oh, Billy's on fire here today too. Hold on. Oh, Billy. We could have traded Tom for Brittany Griner. Wish it would crash 2 weeks later. Oh God, long made hair. Kids are funny too. Like, the kids, especially they the long hair going on now. So I said, I need to talk to you. Like, and they think I'm really mad at them. I said, Why do you have hair like that? You're just trying to make me look bad. They still don't get it. The parents are laughing, but the kids sometimes don't get it. I said, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
There's a certain age group with the kids where it's really a tremendous amount of fun to work with them.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And it can be a little challenging because, you got to remember they're just little kids and they think in a different fashion. But I was doing a camp years ago, and it was co-ed. And so I took the kids out after we got off the ice to do some off-ice stuff.
Right.
And I think I told you the story, but one of the girls, I said, why is your sister over there? Well, that's the sad bench. I'm like, what? That's where you go sit when you're sad. I'm like, oh, okay, it is. Really never thought about it, but so it's a different dynamic.
Yeah.
It's
there goes good. Yeah, but the small kids, you kind of got to get in your head. Listen, you're not going to teach them a whole lot, right? No. Hopefully you hold the stick the right way, but they're having fun. Right.
Yeah. Doing snow angels on the ice.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And then, you have to get your mindset in the right place. Okay, listen, don't get upset because it's just, it doesn't, they're not going to change. Yeah.
Just don't start talking about rank turns and stops and starts. And
edge, working your edges. How about Boudreau getting fired in Vancouver? McTalkin taking over? Well,
it's a tough, Barry Shelley and I were talking about last night. I said, Barry, it's a tough business, man.
Yeah.
Look at what they did to Gallant when they wouldn't even let him back on the bus.
I know, yeah. That was, it has some class. Yeah, it has some class. It's
different owners, different GMs. I don't know. But you're hired to be fired.
Yeah, well, they all are. But Boudreau seems like he's really that kind of guy. Like everybody loves him. He comes in, the locker room gets cheered up a little bit, and then
he'll get a job. I'm sure.
He will definitely. Yeah, and he's good on TV. He does TV as well. So, Ira, that's right, Ira. I will be teaching speed skating. How do you not do a speed skating? That's what I was showing. That'd be cool though. That'd be cool going to Latvia.
Yeah. Lobby. Oh yes, lobby means good. I do remember one of the guys telling me.
Oh, is that right? Lobby.
Easy. Yeah, lobby. Like lobby in a hotel. It means good. Yeah. Lobby. So just go. Yeah, lobby.
Love it.
You'll be fine.
That's good. That'd be that's one of those adventures. Like lots of videos and that. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Good adventure.
You should have somebody do a documentary and follow you over for the trip and the whole 9 yards.
Very. You know what? You're right. Like document the whole thing on video.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
I'll talk to Beth. We'll get it on A&E for you.
A&E. Oh, that's right too. Yeah, A&E.
Yeah. Survivor goes to Latvia.
Survivor goes to Latvia too. Yes, and we got the new this new podcast, Full Change, going. So we're going to be on a show
that.
on
Yeah.
Amazon to promote the show as well.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, yes,
Very cool.
it's getting big time. I don't know if I'll have time for you anymore, but
Yeah, I know. I can say I knew you went.
Tom will drive his newly fixed Yukon to Latvia. Yeah, whenever it gets fixed, God, like 2 or 3 weeks just to deliver the
I hate
refurbished
motor
engine.
vehicles. I hate cars. They're just nothing but nuisance.
You know what? There's part of me
hate 'em.
that thinks that too. If I lived in the city, I would obviously wouldn't have a car.
Don't worry about it.
I
Yeah.
know. My sons are fantastic. I'm very proud of them. Fantastic young men. They care about their fathers. They know I don't have a car. So my Costco is probably about a 2 mile walk.
Yeah.
So my one son, Shane, the oldest one, said, "Dad, you need any Costco?" I said, "Nope." So then I decided I'm going to walk to Costco and then carry the stuff back.
You see, but that's the key to it, because like Billy Brown, everything is an adventure. Everything you do should be an adventure. So
Totally.
when we had the one and only little bit of snowstorm here this year, the roads were a little squirrely. So
Right.
I went for a walk. I went up in the woods and did my stuff. And then I figured, you know what? I might as well just walk right to the store, because I'm
Sure.
going to get there later. So I turned it into an adventure. And same thing,
Oh,
walking back.
it was a good adventure. I probably had about 100 pounds in the bag too. You know, I was doing one of those things, and it was a hot day. I was sweating, and I said, "Okay, just get to the next telephone pole. Just get to the next telephone pole." It was pretty cool. It was actually a lot of fun. Yeah, because a couple times I'm thinking, why don't you just get an Uber, Tom? And I said, "Nope, I'm getting this done. This adventure is exactly what I was thinking too. This is a great adventure." Yeah. No, we don't steal carts. Now that's against the law too, right? Like you can't take a cart off.
You know, no, but a lot of people do. I mean, you see them all over town.
Yeah, they're property. Yeah, definitely.
I guess so. Speaking of shopping carts,
right?
So a couple of weeks ago, I'm coming out of the store, I'm pushing my shopping cart, and a woman takes her cart, and Tom, literally the shopping cart return things like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that drives you nuts.
You know how they pop it up on the curb?
Oh.
So I grabbed it and I said to the woman, I said, "I got this." I shook my head. She goes, "I don't need you to do it for me." I said, "Believe me, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the poor kid that's got to come out here."
No kidding. Is that true? Yeah. Like push the cart. It's exercise too. You make it healthier. Get more exercise. Yeah. It's like parking further away too. Like park further away. Nobody dings your car. You get more exercise. Especially you go into the gym. You see people fighting for the spots close to the gym. You're going to the gym to get in shape, for God's sakes.
I remember, and this is a while back, but Bill Parisi is a good friend of mine. At the time, we were doing on location speed and quickness schools.
Right.
So he would, for an hour or so, rent this soccer, indoor soccer place, and it was on Sunday. And after our clinic would be this adult flag football, and this was kind of like when the speed and quickness stuff we were just starting to introduce it here, like mainstream for athletes. And I remember we were doing a drill, and one of the guys on the sideline, "Oh, what's that do for you?" And I looked at him, and Tom, God bless him, but I don't think he's done a push-up in about a century. Yeah. And his stomach's rolling down to his knees. I felt like saying, "Well, But I just kept going forward.
I know. You got to be delicate.
It's not,
Here's my personal sleep expert, Brendan Duffy. Vancouver has a tough season with the amount of travel yearly. Yeah, they do. They had a sleep coach. I remember that too. That's right.
Yeah, Brendan was very nice enough to forward me that gentleman's book.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sleep coach. It was fascinating.
So, what would a sleep coach do for them then? Like teach them
how
to?
I'm sure
to close their eyes.
Looks at the schedule. Plots out the year, same way that Cardiac Jack and Herbie do.
Right.
Build in, rest days. Build in. I mean, I'm sure a big part of it too, Brendan, is just proper hydration, proper nutrition.
Oh, okay.
And it's a tough sell.
When you're talking about 20-year-old hockey players,
it's pretty difficult.
Yeah, it is. It's difficult to get them to do anything. Yeah, I know. I think they're better today than we were. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not much better, but better. Well, what it is too. The way athletes are, and this is true of all professional sports. They're their own industry. They're their own business.
Yeah, totally.
So they're not really playing for a team. They're playing for, and I get it. I mean, because it's a very short-lived career. So you got to get the most out of it you can. I think most of the guys are aware of it now. Most, not all.
Yeah, I know. It seems like the older ones are more aware, right? Because they're around longer. They obviously been mature too. Yeah.
By the way, I was talking to Colin White. He was up in Halifax for the World Junior because he owns a home that's up there.
Right.
He said, "Mark, these kids, the skill set now, is beyond."
Yeah.
And then I saw a play. It was on Instagram. I'll see if I can forward it to you. Kid on Philadelphia is going up the wall. The guy's pinching, and the puck I don't know how he did it. The puck was.
I saw that. I flipped it up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw
And
that.
it's
Yeah.
like they're just at a different level.
I know. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. We wouldn't even have tried something like that. If we, and, the thing is, if we had to try it, the coach would have been just pissed at us too.
But I'll tell you what, I think all things being equal, if I think if you had that private tutoring, you guys would still all be in the NHL.
Yeah. Yeah, we would have adapted. It's your will to play in the NHL. You did
Right.
what you had to do to play. Yeah, for us, it was punching people in the head.
But what I'm saying is, it's commensurate with everybody's skill level went up together.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
if you guys were playing now, you still would be the best players.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey guys, how do you minimize the painful results of scar tissue? Good question. do you think,
Well, I've heard vitamin E. I heard you can topically apply it. As far as the pain,
Well, scar tissue, one of the issues, right, is inflammation, right? That's a big
yeah. Well,
problem.
I don't know what you mean. I mean, do you mean scar tissue internally or externally? Two different things.
Right.
I do know since my surgery, my leg gets a little numb sometimes because there was some nerve damage done in there. It's all part of the process.
But for me, like, if part of the issue then is inflammation, things like turmeric are really good for that.
Turmeric's excellent for it.
Right.
There are certain foods that people are sensitive to that are inflammatory.
Right.
You can go online and just pop in and Google inflammatory foods and weed your way through it because, like everything else, you got to just caveat emptor, just be careful with and as you process what you're reading.
Yeah. I don't know if Danny's trying to be a little bit funny here or sarcastic or whatever. He's not. So that's a very good question on all. And so Gresh, he wasn't. Yeah, but the thing with Gresh is he may have been on the slower side, but
Try to get the puck from him.
Yeah, he's so smart too, And that's the thing. Like they think you have to be fast. No, well, it's an advantage to be fast. But if you're a smart hockey player and you know your angles and all that stuff, like you look at Fox. I don't think Fox is a great. He's not a bad skater, but he's not a great skater.
No.
But he's smart out there, right?
He sees plays. He makes passes.
Yeah.
He's
good.
And the thing about Gresh again also is he may have looked slow, but he's 6'6".
Yeah, he's a big man.
So guys with a longer stride, they don't look like they're pushing real hard, and all of a sudden they're by it.
Totally. Oh man, he was a good stick handler. God, he used to drive me. We played that game after practice, keep away after practice. You couldn't get the puck away.
Yeah, handle us in a phone booth.
Yeah.
Phone booth, by the way, they used to actually have a booth with a phone in it.
I know. Can you imagine that? I know we talked about this before, I think, but there's a video of these kids trying to figure out a rotary dial phone, how to phone somebody. Right? Yeah. With a dial that haven't picked it up yet. I don't blame them. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how to do it. Yes. So Latvia, do they speak Russian in Latvia? What do they speak?
Well, they speak Latvian, but I would assume they speak Russian as well because that was part of the Soviet Union. But the primary language is Latvian for sure. Yeah.
That'd be cool. I hope this happens. That'd be cool.
That'd be a great adventure, man.
Oh man, it's like going on Survivor. I remember when they first dropped us off on the island of Survivor. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is cool. Like because you're dropped off. There's no food there. You got to build this. You don't know these people at all. You got to build your fort and all that kind of stuff. And you got rice there, a pot. And this was actually very cool.
So when I went to St. Pete's, it was a while back. It was 2012.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about you went there.
Yeah, and when I got there, it was like I think 6 p.m. and I went and met the guys I'm going to be working with and went to the rink. And I decided, well, I should eat some dinner, So the guy goes, well, I got you a cab back to the hotel. So I'm in St. Pete's for a couple of hours.
Right.
And I get in the back of this cab, and I'm thinking, I could say, what is it, Shy Sheva, which means shoot the puck. That's it.
Right.
And this guy could take me to a field, put one in the back of my head, grab my passport. Unfortunately, I got to the hotel, but it did make me a little uneasy at first.
That will be the thing over there, like because Latvia is kind of a tough area too, right?
Oh yeah. And the thing is that even though it's no longer the Soviet Union, it's still you feel the presence. I mean, we had a tour. They took us one day, and we stopped at this like outdoor kiosk kind of thing, and there was some Russian military, and I went to with this kid from Toronto get a photo, and then no. I'm like, okay, but you can still feel, the presence.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's very cool. Very cool.
I don't know if I'd want to be there now.
Yeah. How is our buddy Bill Brown doing?
He's doing great. Yeah. So
people know Bill Brown is a retired Navy SEAL.
Yeah, and we're already, he's already working on next year's swim.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because that comes up quick. I mean, here we are. It's almost February already. So
I know, unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But anyhow, he's doing great. Like I said, we're going this Sunday. A bunch of us, we do our morning hike up the mountain and a little
Okay.
bonding and some crazy stuff. But yeah, he's doing great. He was just in Tampa last week. He and
Yeah.
Joe were down there for the Tampa swim, Frogman
Nice.
swim. He said it was guys were hyping out. The water was like 51 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and which is
Hyping out. I think we said hyping out. Hypothermia.
Hypothermia, yeah.
But I like to say that hyping out though. That's like
yeah.
that's a military thing right there.
Well,
You're
that's what
hyping.
that's what they call it. It can mean a couple different things, but also the good thing about the cold water was like when he did it last year, there were sharks all over the place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah, because you're in the Tampa Bay, so they come in. I don't know what.
So what do they do with the sharks? Punch him in the nose?
Pretty much.
Well, that's Admiral William McCraven when he makes a speech about making the beds. That's one of the stories they tell that when the shark
I
comes
think
toward you.
Bill did say they did wear some kind of thing that emitted some kind of tone or something, but it didn't work real well.
There's no way I'm getting in the water with the sharks. I'm not.
Because the bull sharks are very aggressive too.
Oh
really
God!
aggressive,
Would you jump in the water when the sharks?
Yeah.
Oh jeez. My boys were small. We went to Disney World, and they had a big tank there where there's small. Yeah, you see it? The small little sharks on the bottom.
We swam in it.
Yeah, so we did too, and they would tell everybody don't like swim too hard because you'll get the attention of the sharks.
Yeah.
So I'm with my youngest son making sure he's okay. My oldest son's ahead of us, and he starts swimming. Now I'm looking down in the water, and I'm seeing the shark go up towards my son. Now it's a small shark. It's like
doesn't matter.
Yeah, still I'm thinking, now what am I gonna do? I got my one son with me. I'm trying to swim to get. And the people were working. They were really good. They went to Shane right away. Said, "Okay, stop swimming."
Well, it's funny because my older boy Sean, he went right in. My younger guy Ty, he kept adjusting everything. It was buying time. You know?
Oh, is that right? That's
funny. Yeah, because remember they gave you like a rebreather kind of thing.
That's right. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay, Bill, you're going to get lectured here a little bit. First of all, we do not spell seals that way. It's all capital letters.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. What's that called? Yeah.
Most people get a connotation of the seals meaning because they're frogmen. No, it's sea, earth, air, and land.
Oh, sea, earth, air, and land. Oh, I thought it was just sea. Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean they.
Yeah. So, Bill, they do not like that when you spell the word like that. Right? They get reprimanded. I did that one time when I was with that Warrior for Life Fund down in Virginia Beach, and I think I sent off a text or a fax or something like that, and I immediately got a response. Nope, that's not how you spell that. It's all capital letters.
Yeah, and it's never retired. It's never former. I'm sorry, it's never former. It's retired because you're sealed for your life.
Yeah,
which I agree 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Bill, thank you very much. You learn well. That's learn to learn. That's fine. Yeah. But again, with seals, if it's plural like that, you don't have a capital S at the end, right? You just have a small s.
Yeah, it's still not 100% right, Bill. But
yeah, give it one more try, Bill. Okay, before the show ends here, we'd like one more try from me. Okay. I may attract the shark. Oh, Danny's picking on me here today, and I thought Danny goes on my side sometimes. That he flips reflection off.
It's the weather probably getting to him today.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, Billy boy, there you go, my brother. Yes,
that's it.
Seals. That is correct right there. It is. 100%. That's the thing about, I guess, all the militaries like that, but the SEALs are definitely, there's a certain way you're doing things. Yeah. And that's the way we're doing things.
Well, you know, it's interesting in our locker room, like, because you got Army, Air Force, Marines and stuff like that. Right. And the busting that goes on.
Oh, is that right? They give each other a hard, like based on the core. Okay. Wow. Exactly. Yeah. That's true. So the SEALs.
Here's the best one. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
So we have a guy, John, he was Air Force pilot. He's down to 10% vision.
Oh.
So he's legally blind.
Right.
So as he explained it to me, it's like looking through a straw.
Right.
That's all he sees. So when he walks into a room, he's got to take a snapshot, remember where the door is, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So he comes in now. Everybody's collecting at the front of the arena the other night, chit chat. Right. He comes in with his walking stick.
Right. And
one of the Newark firemen thought he was busting everybody's chops.
Oh.
And walks up and just two hands with his hockey stick.
Two hands, the walking stick?
Yeah. And we're like, no, he's really blind.
He must have felt awful once he fell.
No, everybody. John was great with it. John,
that's funny.
Everybody had a good laugh.
Yeah. That is funny stuff. Yeah. Funny stuff. All right, brother. Good to see you again. We'll be back next week, everybody. Billy, work on your spelling a little bit before next week.
Much better.
Yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye.